It's the judgment we attach to things that keeps us stuck.
Ugh, my God.
Yeah. Yeah. So if we just think about that in the context of the 7 and the judgment you've placed on some of these emotions that you're avoiding, you're actually keeping yourself a little stuck by not moving through them.
Right.
We could say that about 4s too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even from the opposite side, like you've attached some sort of like positive about yourself to your ability to sit in the dark emotions, but you're kind of just sitting in them. But man, I can work on that. Like, no, the judgment of something is what keeps you stuck. You think about that too. I know we have 2 more numbers to get through, but just for a brief rabbit hole on this, can you just think about the judgment we attach to other people's actions around us too?
Oh yeah. I mean, we judge the motive, we judge everything about it. If it's good or bad, if it's everything.
Right.
Human nature, ego.
Yeah.
But
gross.
That's deep work for every number.
Yeah.
That's a lot. 8?
8.
So the overemphasis is like the control, the protection, the strength, that like hard shell. And they're withholding kind of those softer sides of themselves, whether it's like fear, sadness, affection, like all of those softer parts of them. The questions for them: do I lead with power to protect the softer parts of myself? It's that mask. I'm showing up with this really loud, direct voice and feeling because I don't want you to know that I'm actually a little softy on the inside.
Right.
I've also heard that a little bit about their soul child, where they're protecting that vulnerable version of themselves as a 2.
Yeah, that soft little 2 kid.
Mm-hmm. What might grow if I trusted others enough to show them where I'm actually affected.
Yeah.
In the 8 is, I've actually heard, I think I said this a couple podcasts ago, but a friend of mine, I was talking with about Soul Child with her. Mm-hmm. And she talked about how she became an 8 because she was always fighting for attention.
Yeah. Demand the attention.
Yes. Yeah. And so it's that loud, like that strong exterior that somehow got her attention. And if you think about I can resonate a little bit with this. Speaking of signs, I'm a Libra, quite literally the scales of justice in my stress line. And I live with an 8, so it can show up very angry. But what if it weren't anger? Like, what if you were able to just vocalize, it feels sad because,
right,
or it feels anxious for me because, and just leave it, like just leave it there and let that be in the space without having to protect the feeling.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about it. About
this Trojan horse of like a
I
know you have all kinds of little tiny feelings in there that want to come out.
Right. Well, it's that hard exterior, right? So the 8 is protecting their kind of, that's why we, that analogy of 8s are a marshmallow wrapped in barbed wire. Mm-hmm. Like, you're protecting like that soft, sweet, like inner, because you've decided like that is weak or that is bad in some way. Again, there's a judgment that you've attached to that and those feelings and those things. But I think when you get to know an 8, like really get to know them, and they even just like let you like into that like soft inner a little bit, you trust them more. You're like, oh, I get it now. I see you differently. And I think that's like the gift that you could get out of if you just like stopped trying so hard to keep that a secret and saw the softness as a strength.
It can also be a secret from themselves. My husband is an 8, and he, on an iPhone, you get those pictures that pop up from like however long ago. So I was laying in bed the other night, and pictures of my oldest, when he was really little, popped up and I was showing him. I was like, oh my God, look at this one, look at this one. And he's like, I hate looking at that.
Oh.
I'm like, why? He's like, it makes me super sad. I'm like, oh my God, this is a breakthrough. Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Yeah. But he's actively avoiding looking at the picture because
right.
it makes him sad.
Right.
Because he's like, he's growing up and I don't like it. But I think that's like, selfishly, like I kind of get these little glimpses of him as a softer